you ever wondered if something as simple as an ingredient sitting quietly in your kitchen could be slowly affecting the health of your eyes without you even realizing it? Many people believe that vision problems are just an unavoidable part of aging. However, modern health research is showing us a different story. Lifestyle choices, especially what we eat, play a crucial role in how well our eyes function over time. This doesn't mean that one food will instantly damage your eyesight, but rather, it's the patterns of eating we repeat every day that can affect the delicate systems supporting our vision. The eyes are among the most fragile organs in the human body. Inside them are tiny blood vessels, light-sensitive cells, and complex nerve connections that send visual signals to the brain every moment. These systems rely heavily on stable blood circulation, the right nutrients, and controlled inflammation. When these systems are properly supported, the eyes tend to work more efficiently as we age. But when blood sugar spikes, chronic inflammation, or nutritional imbalances repeatedly occur, the eyes can become more susceptible to stress over time. Major health organizations, such as the National Institutes of Health, NIH, and the World Health Organization, WHO, have studied how our overall metabolic health directly impacts eye health. The retina, the light-sensitive layer at the back of the eye, is particularly vulnerable. It requires a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients delivered through the tiniest capillaries. The retina functions like the sensor in a digital camera, just as the camera sensor needs a constant power supply and stable signals to create clear images. The retina needs a stable internal environment to process visual data properly. Yet, when the body's internal chemistry is disrupted, especially by sudden changes in blood sugar or inflammation, it can cause stress on delicate systems that rely on precise circulation. Research from institutions like Harvard Health emphasizes that fluctuations in blood sugar, oxidative stress, and inflammation affect the eye's ability to process visual information. The Mayo Clinic also agrees, stating that eye health is never isolated from the rest of the body, meaning that conditions affecting metabolism, circulation, or inflammation can impact vision over time. One mistake that many older adults make is assuming that eye problems are simply genetic or just an inevitable consequence of aging. While aging and genetics certainly play a role, lifestyle factors, particularly diet, can influence how well our eyes function. Foods that lead to sharp fluctuations in blood sugar or promote inflammation can cause subtle stress on systems that depend on stable circulation, like the eyes. Diets rich in whole foods, fiber, healthy fats, and plant nutrients help maintain more stable internal conditions, which can, in turn, support long-term eye health. It's crucial to remember, though, that information about nutrition and eye health should be used as general advice, not as a substitute for medical consultation. Anyone noticing changes in their vision should always consult a healthcare professional. As the research from institutions like the NIH, Harvard Health, and the Mayo Clinic shows, the lifestyle choices we make every day, especially when it comes to diet, can greatly influence how well the body's delicate systems, including the eyes, function as we age. The human eye is one of the most metabolically active organs in the body, constantly requiring a steady supply of oxygen, nutrients, and stable blood flow to function properly. Every second, your eyes capture light and convert it into electrical signals, which your brain interprets as images, colors, and movement. This complex process depends on the retina, a thin layer of tissue located at the back of the eye. The retina is home to millions of light-sensitive cells, including rods for night vision and cones for color and detailed vision. These cells work tirelessly throughout the day, which makes the eye one of the most energy-demanding organs in your body. Given this high demand for energy, the retina relies on a delicate network of extremely tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients. If the blood flow to the retina is compromised, even slightly, the performance of the eye can suffer. That's why scientists and healthcare organizations emphasize the connection between overall metabolic health and eye function. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, the retina requires constant nourishment from the circulatory system, which involves a network of tiny capillaries that are especially sensitive compared to those found in other organs. These microscopic blood vessels must remain flexible and unobstructed so they can efficiently deliver nutrients. But when the body undergoes frequent metabolic stress like blood sugar spikes or chronic inflammation, these delicate blood vessels can become strained. Over time, this can take a toll, subtly impacting the retina's ability to function at its best. To help visualize this, think of the retina as being like a camera sensor. Harvard Health often uses this analogy. Just as a high-quality camera sensor needs stable power and a clean electrical signal to capture clear images, the retina depends on a balanced internal environment to process visual information effectively. When the body experiences disruptions, whether in blood sugar, oxidative stress, or inflammation, it creates a kind of static that affects the delicate retinal tissue. This link between eye health and overall health is not just a theory, it's well supported by decades of research from some of the most respected medical organizations in the world. For example, the Cleveland Clinic highlights the fact that the eyes contain some of the smallest blood vessels in the body, which makes them particularly vulnerable to circulatory changes. As these blood vessels respond quickly to shifts in the body's systems, eye health can serve as an early indicator of broader metabolic issues, including high blood sugar or poor circulation. That's why a doctor can often spot the first signs of metabolic or circulatory problems during an eye exam. Interestingly, the Mayo Clinic also emphasizes that eye health is connected to the body's broader metabolic state. When people focus only on glasses, eye drops, or even surgical treatments for improving vision, they miss the bigger picture. Health professionals increasingly encourage a holistic approach to protecting vision, one that goes beyond just focusing on the eyes themselves. Incorporating lifestyle habits like balanced nutrition, regular exercise, stress management, and good sleep hygiene can also promote long-term eye health. These are the same habits that support heart health, which is why so many experts advocate for viewing eye care as part of a larger approach to overall wellness. One of the most common misconceptions about vision problems is that they are purely genetic or an inevitable part of growing older. While it's true that genetics and aging influence eye health, they are not the sole determining factors. A key player in how our eyes age is diet. Our daily eating habits directly affect how our body manages blood sugar, inflammation, and nutrient delivery, all of which have a profound impact on eye health. When we repeatedly consume foods that cause sharp fluctuations in blood sugar or promote chronic inflammation, the body has to constantly work to restore balance. This process of trying to keep everything in check can create stress on delicate systems, including the eyes. But it's not all bad news. On the flip side, diets rich in whole foods, fiber, healthy fats, and plant-based nutrients help maintain more stable internal conditions. These types of foods can help regulate blood sugar, lower inflammation, and ensure proper nutrient delivery throughout the body, including to the eyes. Consuming these types of foods regularly can support long-term eye health and delay age-related vision issues. You see, the eyes are highly sensitive to changes in the body's internal environment, especially when it comes to blood flow and nutrient delivery. Harvard Health has done an excellent job explaining this, using the analogy of a digital camera sensor. Just as a camera sensor relies on a steady power supply and clear signals to produce crisp images, the retina relies on a stable internal environment to send clear visual signals to the brain. When blood sugar spikes or when inflammation rises in the body, it interferes with this delicate balance and can ultimately affect vision quality. One of the biggest offenders in promoting these metabolic disruptions is excessive sugar consumption. Most people think of sugar as something found only in obvious treats like cakes and candies, but the truth is, added sugars lurk in many foods we consider healthy, like flavored yogurts, breakfast cereals, and packaged oatmeal. In fact, many processed foods contain added sugars that may not even taste sweet, but over time they can contribute to an overabundance of sugar in the diet. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, have spent years researching how added sugars impact the body. While sugar itself is not inherently harmful in moderation, consistently high sugar intake can lead to a cascade of metabolic issues. For instance, when someone eats foods high in refined sugars, their blood sugar levels spike, prompting the body to release insulin to help absorb the glucose. This process, when done occasionally, is fine. But when it happens frequently, it can put a strain on the body's systems, causing blood sugar levels to fluctuate wildly. Over time, these fluctuations can lead to chronic metabolic stress, which affects the body's ability to maintain stable circulation, properly fueled for strength and vitality. One common mistake many seniors make is choosing low-quality protein sources or delaying their first meal of the day. Breakfast cereals, toast, or just coffee might provide calories, but they don't supply the amino acids necessary for muscle repair. By replacing or supplementing your usual coffee with a protein-enhanced version, you're providing your muscles with the nutrition they need right when they need it most. In addition to adding protein to your coffee, it's also important to think about timing. Studies compiled by the NIH and Harvard Health suggest that the body is most receptive to protein in the early morning after fasting. If you delay your protein intake until lunch, your muscles may remain in a partially catabolic state for hours, losing tissue instead of building it. By starting your day with a protein-rich coffee, you ensure that your muscles begin the process of recovery and growth immediately after waking up. Later, we'll explore why this small change in your morning routine can set the foundation for long-term muscle health and how it works best when combined with light movement and other daily habits. But for now, it's important to understand that this addition is not just about improving muscle mass, it's about supporting your overall strength and energy. Now that we've explored how adding protein to your morning coffee can support muscle health, it's important to understand the broader impact of this simple habit. Beyond providing essential nutrients to your muscles, this practice also helps improve your daily energy and cognitive function. Caffeine in your coffee stimulates alertness, helping you feel awake and energized. But when paired with protein, this combination not only fuels your muscles, but also stabilizes your blood sugar levels and supports neurotransmitter production, which is essential for focus and mental clarity. This balance can make a big difference in how you feel mentally and physically throughout the day. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic and PubMed show that combining protein with caffeine does not hinder nutrient absorption, as some people might think. In fact, the two can work together to complement each other, enhancing your morning routine and improving your overall health. This approach ensures that your morning isn't just about getting a caffeine boost. It's about providing your body with the fuel it needs to recover from the overnight fast, while also supporting muscle health, energy, and mental sharpness. Muscle growth and recovery are directly influenced by nutrient timing. When you add protein to your coffee first thing in the morning, you're feeding your muscles during their most receptive period after an overnight fast. This helps shift your muscles from a catabolic state, where they're breaking down tissue, to an anabolic state, where they're focused on building and repairing. The earlier you provide this essential protein, the more effectively your muscles can start the recovery and growth process. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking that adding protein to their coffee is just a small, inconsequential change. But in reality, this tiny habit has a significant, cumulative impact over time. Consistently fueling your muscles in the morning primes them for physical activity, sets a strong foundation for strength maintenance, and makes it easier to stay active throughout the day. What's more, it's an effortless habit to maintain, making it easy to integrate into your lifestyle without requiring drastic changes or complicated meal prep. As you continue with this new routine, remember that combining this habit with light activity in the morning, like stretching, walking, or light resistance exercises, can amplify the benefits. These movements help boost blood flow to your muscles, improving the delivery and uptake of nutrients. In the next section, we'll dive into the connection between light morning movement and muscle health, and why this synergy between protein intake and physical activity is so important. When you add protein to your morning coffee, you're not just providing essential nutrients to your muscles, but you're also setting the stage for an entire day of strength and vitality. However, it's important to understand that muscle health isn't just about what you consume in the morning. It's about maintaining a holistic, balanced routine that includes consistent nutrition, hydration, physical activity, and recovery. Studies from the World Health Organization, WHO, and NIH stress that maintaining muscle mass in older adults requires a multifaceted approach. Nutrition alone isn't enough. You also need to make sure you're staying hydrated, engaging in regular physical activity, and ensuring that you get adequate rest. Hydration is crucial for muscle contraction, nutrient transport, and recovery. The more hydrated you are, the more effectively your body can use the protein you consume, and the better your muscles can recover from physical exertion. Dehydration, on the other hand, can impair muscle function and recovery, leading to fatigue and weakness. When it comes to physical activity, the importance of movement cannot be overstated. The NIH and Mayo Clinic both emphasize the need for consistent activity, including resistance training, light stretching, or functional movements like standing up from a chair repeatedly. These activities are essential for keeping muscles responsive to stimuli, helping them stay strong and healthy as you age. Combining these movements with your morning protein-enhanced coffee helps ensure that your muscles are not only well-fueled but also primed for the physical demands of the day. Sleep is another critical factor in muscle maintenance. According to the Cleveland Clinic, muscles repair and grow during deep sleep when growth hormone levels peak. Unfortunately, many seniors struggle with sleep issues, and insufficient rest can slow the body's natural repair processes. Even if you add protein to your coffee every morning, poor sleep will reduce the effectiveness of your muscle-building efforts. That's why it's important to prioritize consistent quality sleep, as this will allow your muscles to fully recover from the day's activities. Finally, stress management plays a vital role in muscle health. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, a hormone that can accelerate muscle breakdown and interfere with protein synthesis. Harvard Health emphasizes that even moderate stress over time can negatively affect your body's ability to respond to nutrition and exercise. Incorporating stress reduction practices into your routine, like deep breathing, mindfulness, or short walks, can help lower cortisol levels and improve the effectiveness of the protein and movement habits you've already established. By integrating these simple habits, protein in your coffee, daily movement, hydration, proper sleep, and stress management, you create a comprehensive strategy for muscle health. This approach ensures that your muscles are constantly fueled, supported, and nurtured, allowing you to maintain strength, balance, and independence well into your later years. In the next section, we'll explore exactly how you can combine these practices into a sustainable, manageable routine that will keep your muscles, metabolism, and mind working together for long-term health. Building muscle after the age of 60 doesn't require drastic changes or extreme exercise regimens. It's all about consistency and making small, sustainable adjustments to your daily routine. Adding a high-quality protein source to your morning coffee is one of the simplest yet most effective strategies for maintaining and even building muscle strength as you age. When combined with regular movement, hydration, quality sleep, and stress management, this approach forms the foundation of a holistic muscle health plan that is not only easy to follow, but also incredibly effective. One of the most common mistakes seniors make is assuming that age automatically limits their ability to gain or maintain muscle. They may dive into high-intensity exercise programs without proper preparation, which can lead to fatigue, soreness, or even injury. But research from the NIH and Cleveland Clinic emphasizes that older adults can still build and maintain muscle effectively through moderate, consistent resistance training and proper nutrition. It's not about pushing yourself too hard, but about making sure your body gets the right fuel and the right kind of exercise. By adding protein to your morning coffee, you establish a reliable nutrient window that primes your muscles for growth and recovery throughout the day. The key is to make this practice part of your daily routine, ensuring that your muscles are consistently provided with the nutrients they need to stay strong. This simple habit works synergistically with light activity, hydration, and other healthy lifestyle practices to create an environment where your muscles can thrive. But it's not just about what you do in the morning. Maintaining muscle health after 60 requires an overall lifestyle approach that includes balanced meals throughout the day, staying active, and giving your body time to rest and recover. Muscles need time to repair and rebuild, and this process happens most effectively during sleep, when growth hormone levels are highest. By prioritizing good sleep hygiene, you give your muscles the chance to recover fully from daily activity, ensuring that the protein you consume in the morning is put to good use. The combination of protein intake, movement, hydration, and proper rest ensures that your muscles are responsive to growth signals. But there's also the importance of mental health and motivation. Research shows that maintaining a positive mindset and staying socially engaged can contribute significantly to your overall well-being, and this, in turn, helps you stay committed to healthy habits. A structured daily routine that includes nutrition, exercise, and stress management creates an environment where your muscles, metabolism, and mind all work together to support your health. It's easy to overlook the importance of consistency, but it's the small, repeated actions that lead to long-term results. This doesn't mean doing extreme workouts or following complicated diets. It's about making simple, sustainable changes to your routine that add up over time. Adding a protein source to your coffee every morning is one of the easiest ways to support muscle maintenance without making significant changes to your lifestyle. The real key to building muscle after 60 is consistency, and by incorporating this small habit into your morning routine, you lay the groundwork for ongoing strength and vitality. So, if you want to take control of your muscle health and start your day on the right foot, consider adding a high-quality protein source to your morning coffee. Combine this simple habit with light activity, hydration, and proper rest, and you'll create a holistic approach to muscle maintenance that will support your strength, energy, and overall well-being for years to come. Your muscles are always ready to respond to the right stimuli. All you need to do is give them the support they need. Start today and set the foundation for a healthier, stronger future.